Hey guys, this is Tracy with the BBQ Depot, and we are going to go over different styles of igniters. So troubleshooting your ignition will definitely depend on the style of igniter system that you have. Your older grills used this style here, which is a piezo igniter, and what's really nice about it is it's super easy to troubleshoot. So if you take the igniter, turn the knob, and you hear the click, you know that your spark generator is working, and that is not the problem with your ignition. So you can move on to electrodes, what have you. Then came your battery operated igniters. There's ones that take AAA, there's ones that take AA, and there's ones that also are trigger switch. And you will know that because on this one here, you can press the button and that will be your click. This one, it does not press, and you can see on the bottom that there's two locations there that you would plug in your trigger switch. Some grills only use one wire, some use two. It just depends on how that grill was set up. This one here is a 9-volt and will also have some sort of a trigger mechanism that makes it spark, like this right here. It'll have your little black button. And then there is this box, which can go either way. So some grills will use where you plug in here and it'll plug into a battery box, or it could also be a trigger switch style, just like I had shown on the 9-volt here. So generally, when you have your battery in and you press your button, if you hear a continuous click, then your spark generator is good. Now, if you don't use your grill like through a winter season or what have you, you might want to take the battery out because it can corrode inside of these boxes. So you can keep them lasting longer by taking the battery out. And that's always, if you don't hear your continuous spark, that's always the first place to check is, did you change your battery? And then we have some grills that have the ignition within the valve. And this is what's called a flamethrower valve. This operates just like the old style piezo, but it is actually fired through an orifice that's way down at the bottom here, down at the bottom. And that actually, when the knob is turned, it'll throw a flame and your grill will ignite. And that also is one where you will hear the click. So it operates just like the piezo. You also have grills that are super old with this style piezo ignition, which again is the click. So when you hear the click, the spark generator does work. And most grills today are using electric to light them, which you'll see on grills that use hot surface igniters. So this is one style hot surface igniter. And then you have this hot surface igniter, which is used in the Lynx barbecues. And these are you turn your knob to turn them on, but they use a micro switch, which has the electrode attached to the micro switch, and then one side of the micro switch goes to your ignition harness. And a lot of times we find on these type of igniters, if you get a micro switch that is working, like if your rotisserie back burner is lighting, then use that micro switch on the valve, and then you can troubleshoot to whether or not it is actually your hot surface igniter that is not working, or if it's a micro switch, which happens to be the most popular part to fail because the micro switch has a small metal piece at the end, and the more it gets pushed in, it ends up sticking in, the flap ends up sticking in. And then you have grills that use your old style metal tip electrodes like these, and these can be used in both battery operated igniters or even ignition systems that are electric driven. It just depends on how they're having it set up, like using a box like this. So these are the various types of igniters that you will find in grills. If you have any questions on troubleshooting your igniter, or you want more information on these parts, you can contact us at thebbqdepot.com.